Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy, the Rex, aka Mr. Calm. I got good information for my people. They are the number one, the champion. Raw Impact Africa TV. RawImpactAfricanTV.org.
Hello, Africa. It's your leisure creativity, the movement. 2015, are you ready? Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We hit with these things like scorpions. We on the winners, we on the champion. Acting no dancing, everything is moving. We on the champion. We strong, we are creative, food and innovative. You got it.
Hello, welcome to Unleash Your Creativity Season 4. Unleash Your Creativity is a film capacity building project designed for the African youths. It's all about the arts and science of filmmaking, as selected filmmakers all across Nigeria are in camp learning the arts and science of filmmaking. If you want to be a filmmaker or an aspiring filmmaker, please join me. I am your host, Anu Gospel Fame. Let's start with the aerobic segment. Immediately after the aerobic, we'll be taking you to class with the director himself, Holy Steve Ogboifi, DGN, a member of the Directors Guild of Nigeria, who will be teaching us the art of directing, what it means to call a shot, what it means to call yourself a director. So if you want to learn the act of directing, please join me. Don't go nowhere. Pick up your pen and your book. Let's go to class. I'll be right back after this.
Africa, it's your leisure creativity, the movement. 2015, are you ready? Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We hit with these things like scorpions. We on the winners, we on the champion. Acting no dancing, everything is moving. We on the champion. We strong, we are creative, the food and innovative. You got it.
But to me, the proper definition of an actor is someone who can put off his character and wear someone's character at any particular given time. That's why when they say, who is an actor? When you're being given a script for a project, you need to put off your personality, your being. Your being now, you put it off. Then you took on the being of that character you were meant to play in that script. So that means you're putting off your own self now. At that particular moment, you're no longer who you used to be. You're something. That person you're trying to let the society know, this is the lifestyle of this person, this character I'm playing. Are we going somewhere? Right? That's why the society, like 5-6 years ago, okay, let me just say 10 years ago, the society doesn't, particularly in Nigeria, they don't understand the role of an actor. You see somebody playing a wicked someone in a movie, and the person is walking the street of Nigeria, and people are bullying him. Wicked person. Are you getting it? Yes. Because they cannot differentiate the person's character. That the character that guy played in that movie is not his character. He's just trying to send a message across. Abi? Send message across. So it's different acting. Okay. Now you cannot be a successful director if you don't know acting. Some of the directors depend on technicality. Is it not? They depend on technicality while they get an artistic director on set. It won't make you a creative mind, but you must know an acting. Know that word, actor. As a director, at least you must be able to act. Just, let's say 20% or even 10%. Now, for you to be a successful actor, what do you do? I'm of the opinion that actors are inborn. I'm on the opinion that every potential person you find on the street are potential actors. That's me for you. But if you want to be a successful actor, what do you do?
Research.
You do what?
Being a successful actor, for me, requires a lot. You must be very sensitive to every single environment you find yourself. By being sensitive, I mean you must be very observant. By being observant, you need to always make research about, importantly, the role you play.
Now, actors are meant to be the most obedient people on earth. For you to be a successful actor, you must be obedient. You must be obedient. Do you know why? Because you're the mirror of the society. What kind of signal do you want to send out to your people to see you? First of all, you must have in mind, okay, I'm an actor. Am I doing it for the money or for the passion? Or am I doing this as my own way of correcting some wrongs in the society? Actors are meant to be most headcount people, obedient people, but very fun people. Because as an actor, you must learn. You learn every day. You learn every day. So every day-to-day life is a process for you to go through. So as an actor, there must be something each day that must have added value to your career. You learn. And that's the reason why, as an actor, you can adapt to any given role. I can choose to be a doctor, but a doctor cannot choose to be me. I can choose to be a president, but a president cannot choose to be me. I can choose to be a mechanic cannot choose to be me. I can choose to be a lawyer, but a lawyer cannot choose to be me. So as an actor, I live the life of every personalities in this world. How many of you are studying cinematography here? Okay. Now, are we going somewhere? Are you guys grabbing something? I just wanted to refresh your brain on a little bit about acting so that you know where I'm going to. Now, let's go to directing a little bit. As a director, what do you do? Those of you studying directing. You as a director now, if you don't know the basic of acting, how can you be a good director? If I don't know what is called body anatomy, if I don't know the structure, I wouldn't know how to tell the makeup artist to make her up. Are you getting it? When I look at you, I know your structure, I know your face structure. So when I want you to play a particular role, all I need to do as a director is call my makeup artist and say, okay, look at this person's facial structure. So we'll know where we can actually put some things and it will make you look like what we are, what we're looking for. And that's why you could, in, what was it called? Professor Son, Prof, this Ed movie stuff that he played 4 characters, Naughty Professor. That's why you see him playing different kind of characters. The reason is that the director and the makeup artist understood what they call body anatomy. So as an actor, in a movie, you can even play like 5 given roles. It's the ability. If your director is very creative, and your makeup artist is very creative, to make you play those different roles. So what we're trying to do these days is to go beyond what we're seeing in the Nigerian movie industry and trying to break that yoke that we still have the best brains in this country that can still do good movies. Are you getting it? So ask a director, if you don't know how a madman behaves, you don't know how doctors behaves, you don't know how lawyers behaves, and you're being given a script where you have these characters, how would you put your actors into character? So, but when you dip your down, you know what is body anatomy. You can study people personality, their characters. It helps you. The best thing, be a very good researcher. Keep researching. And that's why I give it to one man. I don't know, a man might have called it Lancelot, a man sworn. He's one of the people who formed the Directors Guild of Nigerians. But as time changes, it changed with the time. He has never allowed the time to beat him because he wants to be relevant, he still wants to be in this game, and he's still powerful, he's still doing well. He's one of the best artistic directors I've ever seen in Africa. So when we meet with those kind of people, we want to tap from them. Are you getting it? I believe in you doing that thing and doing it above average. Because nobody can be perfect, but we can be close to perfection. Abi? The only perfect man is God. But at least try the best you can to come up at least 70, 75, 80%. If you're in that category, that means you know what you're doing.
Wow, that was wonderful. Listening to director Holy Steve Ogboifi, who has so much to tell us about directing. So if you want to learn directing, I know very well you learned so much from that class. I will be taking you to something that happened later in the camp. It's something that made so many people not to eat. So, wow, I shouldn't mention that on TV right now. So many persons felt like crying, others could not help it but to shed tears. It's good to cry sometimes. I'm talking about the eviction. Eviction was mentioned. Every participant was called for eviction to nominate 2 persons that will be leaving camp. And let me not speak so much. Let's go and see what happened. I'll be right back.
The truth of the matter is I nominate Ify. The reason is she's not friendly. I love making friends.
It should be Golibe. Reasons being that, ever since we came, she has been complaining. She said the environment is not conducive and she doesn't like the place. So she's the only person I can think of.
He's too quiet and I don't know his name, but he's too quiet and he doesn't associate with people. He doesn't want to make friends and all that. I don't think he's going to go far with this attitude. He's tall, he has bears. Came from Lagos.
I don't have anybody in mind that they'll be evicted. I don't know.
There's this lady, I can't really get her name fully, but she's kind of some of the people that came to see what they are doing, but not really full into what it could be. They called her, I think the nickname was given Golibe or some sort. People that feel like they have been into the game and they don't want any other thing.
Ify, Golibe, Ify, I see her as the bright type. I don't know what and what, but she's really the proud type. Yesterday she was so disturbing, talking, God, I'm not supposed to be in this place.
I can't make a selection, no, because I feel like everybody here still has something to offer, and until we see some character defects or maybe lapses in their talent, before I can with church mind say that someone should go home. I can't honestly say that now.
This is really difficult because it's like wishing bad luck for somebody. I've not seen anybody fail, but I believe people that came today, like somebody, I don't know their names particularly, I guess Shadrach and Tony, 24. So yeah, people took the stress of coming all the way from yesterday and they didn't partake in the fun of that yesterday. So that is a major reason that they should they should not partake in the further fun, which I think.
I nominate Happiness. We have a lot of actresses in the house, so I think if she leaves, she'll not have any effect on the group.
I don't know anybody. I don't know. Like my roommates, 2 of them. There's Stephanie is a good rapper. She rapped for me last night, and I was like, wow, she can rap? Oh my God, she's so good. She's so good. So I'm happy that I have her as my roommate. And Precious is just free, you know. We are together in the room, we talk, we chat. We are like family. I just one night, we are like, I've known you for years, you know. Other guests, I have not spoken with them, I've not get in touch with them, but they're okay too. For me, this eviction of a thing, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys, they want to be here. All of them, they are telling me that I love coming here. I want to be here. Maybe even if you want to evict, maybe you can evict me, you know, and leave them because they love this. And I don't know. Just maybe you can evict me and leave them.
Okay, he's tall, he has hair, pointed nose, brown skin, and then she's chocolate by complexion, pointed nose too, not very tall, average in height. Two people I'm nominating to
Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We eat to these things like scorpions. We on the winners, we on the champion. Acting or dancing, everything is moving. We on the champion. We strong, we are creative, food and innovative. You got it.
Wow, so much you saw how the eviction nomination exercise went. So many persons were nominated and other persons were not nominated. Their prayer, they work. Their pastor prayer is working. And somebody actually failed to nominate somebody for eviction and automatically nominated herself for eviction. I'm talking about Olivia Stoney. Olivia Stoney is leaving the show right away. This is how far I will be able to take you on to the show, but remember to follow us on all our social media platforms at UUC Nigeria. Don't forget, my name is Anu Gospel Fame. Until I come your way again, please stay out of trouble.
Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We eat to these things like scorpions. We on the winners, we on the champion. Acting or dancing, everything is moving. We on the champion. We strong, we are creative, food and innovative. You got it, I got it. So bring on, bring on. Do your best and be your best. Bring on, bring on. Do your best and be your best. Unleash your creativity, got it.
Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy, the Cerex, aka Mr. Calm. I got good information for my people. They are the number one, the champion. Raw Impact Africa TV. RawImpactAfricanTV.org.
Hello, Africa. It's your unleash your creativity, the movement. Are you ready? Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We eat to these things like scorpions. We on the winners, we on the champion. Acting or dancing, everything is moving. We on the champion. We strong, we are creative, food and innovative. You got it, I got it. So bring on, bring on. Do your best and be your best. Bring on, bring on. Do your best and be your best.
Hello, and thanks for joining me on Unleash Your Creativity Season 4. Unleash Your Creativity is a film-making capacity building project designed specially for the African youths, and it's all about filmmaking. It's all about the business and the craft of making films. As we know, participants are in camp and they are right here learning the process of making films. Let me not bore you with so much words. My name is Anu Gospel Fame. Let's join Honorable Emmanuel Eyaba, the founder of Emmanuel Eyaba Foundation, who will be teaching the participant the A to Z of filmmaking. Did you hear that? A to Z of filmmaking. You will learn all you need to know about filmmaking in this segment. Don't go nowhere. I'm taking my biro and my book to take notes. So please don't distract me. I'll be back.
Cinematographers, how many lights are the standard lights to shoot a movie? How many lights professionally? More answers. Professionally, how many? I said professionally. That does not mean you might not have other lights added for aesthetic beauty. But professionally, there is a standard, even in Hollywood. How many lights? 4. Who else? How many? If you say 4, carry your hand up. If you agree with 4, you must carry all of you must join one group. Because I'm noticing you must join. Well, like choose one, choose 4 of the, no worry. You say 4 now. If you agree with 4, carry your hand up. Guy, no scratch here. I say carry the hand up. If you agree with 4 lights, carry your hand up. I say you must join one group. Either you join 3 or you join 4. Or is there any other ulterior, any other different answer? Does anyone say 5, 6? How many, sir? You say 3. So you belong to 3. Give your hand. If you agree with 3, carry your hand up. 3s. Carry your hand up, everybody. You must carry your hand up 1. No, already he's there now. 3. Guy, is your hand up or down? I don't understand. Is your hand up or down? Guy, where you there? You have belong for 3. Okay, bring it down. If you say it's 4, carry your hand up. It's you alone. You and your guy. Please, it's 3 lights. Please, professionally, it's how many lights? 3 lights. I'm going to tell you their names. We have the key light. Do you understand? As the name implies, key means main light. The one that comes from front. When you're shooting, there's what we call a master shot. A master shot is the shot that contains everybody, where the camera is facing. Like this young man now, he's having the master shot. So the key light indirectly is supposed to come from where he's standing to point at the character. Is that okay? Cinematographers, editors, directors, listen attentively to this class. It's very important for you. Even for the actors too. You need to know them. The key light now, we have the key light. We have another light called the back light. Just as the name implies, it comes from your back. You use it to kill the shadow because when this light is coming, it's bringing somewhat a very big shadow. If I'm walking now, you see 2 people walking with me. That is your shadow. You actually don't need it because it spoils the picture. Though shadow can be used as an element in filmmaking. Listen to me attentively. Shadow is important, but is for aesthetic purposes. If you have a shadow in a movie, it must be for a reason. Is that okay? Yes, not to watch some films say, wow, shadow there everywhere. Shadow is important. It can be necessary at times. If you have a particular thing you're trying to portray, you can have a shadow in your shot. Under normal circumstances for film. So that we don't get confused. Oh boy, how many image did yourself? You're seeing, I'm moving, you're seeing another person moving behind me. It causes confusion. So the backlight now does what? Kills the shadow. But trying to kill the shadow, it also casts another shadow somewhere. So you don't get what we call fill light. And that softens that other shadow. At the end of the day, you have one beautiful picture that is like a drawing. This side is harsh, the key light. Then we have the backlight that kills the shadow. Then we now have the fill light, F-I-L-L. That field light too can also be used to blend your background. That's why if you watch most Hollywood films, even some Nollywood films, you see the light here is bright, then you see some of these dark, this one side is a little bit dark. Have you noticed it? It's a little bit dark. Then you see this other, then you look at here, you see, especially when they're doing exterior, you see one shining, so have you noticed it in films? See one shining moon, you know, it's used to separate the picture from the background so that you can now have a picture that will not confuse you. Let me go a little bit deeper. F-I-L-L, fill. Now let me go a little bit deeper and technical in film. For cinematographers to listen up, the position you place your actor matters a lot. The position you place your actor tells us if the actor is a bad man or is a good man. You didn't just place people because Nakulu here. My guy, stand here. Before you place an actor, even on stage, there's what we call the stronger side of the stage. There's what we call the weaker side of the stage. Even in film, the owner of the house cannot stay by the door. Listen attentively. You're setting up your house. You're setting up your house, right? There's a chair here. There's a chair here for a guest. And you now put the owner of the house to sit here. And the visitor now comes and crosses the camera to sit here. It's wrong. Some of those things will not be in the script. It's the director now who reads the script and understands. At that point, the director does what we call blocking. Who knows what is blocking? I have work to do. All of you. I'll charge all of you 10,000 naira. Blocking is simply giving movement to actors. You see, I've been talking. I've not been like this throughout talking. Once in a while, I do what? I move. Once in a while, I come this way. Once in a while, I turn around. Blocking, you don't just block because you feel like blocking. You block for motivation's sake. Something motivates you to move. When you're talking, there are times naturally. These are natural instincts that we exhibit and do. When you move, you should move because you needed to move for emphasis. You see, I was here. I moved to this point. I got here. I even used my head to hit her. That's what we call blockings. Some people acting. I want you to go to that house. Tell her that you're going to deal with her. Actor. I go deal with you. You hear me, Soba? I go deal with you. Now, actor, go and tell that guy I will deal with you. Director, I don't act, I'm next scene. I will deal with you. Now, what stops you from adding some little swag? Your director just told you, come and tell him I will deal with you. Action! Trust me. Which makes more sense. Do you know I didn't talk too much? But the message, do you know that I didn't shout, but you will know that no sweet belly carry me come this place. Even this my guy, when he dey say, going to say, he don't fuck up. But what do we get? I don't want you number. I don't want you. I don't want to say I go deal with you for this time. You don't know me. You don't know me. Say. I dey talk now. I dey talk now. You feel say me na mate. No, na mate. No, na which kind of situation now? What thing? I'll deal with you. I go deal with you. I go deal with you. What is that? I in this house. Rubbish. The same lines, the same movement, has something to do with Asaba or Nollywood or Hollywood. Then, when you're angry as a person, how many times do you naturally, how many times do you, as an actor, naturally, you're angry, shout? How many times? As an actor, as a real Golibe, how many times do you shout?
Yeah, I shout.
How many times do you, as in naturally, it's your natural person, as in every little thing, you're angry, you shout, you open wrapper, you tie, you open wrapper, you tie. But do you know that some actors, to come tell you guys how to deal with you, don't open wrapper like 5 times, tie, 5 times, tie.
That one is not okay. But
Now, these are cliches that we have come to meet in the industry, which are things that makes you a different actor from the other person. Acting is, if I give all of you here the same script, I am bound to have different interpretations. But the onus now lies on the director on what he wants. There are times when you might be needed to shout or be aggressive. I agree. I don't know how to shout when I'm angry. I might shout once in a while for emphasis. Do you know silence alone is enough noise? Do you know I can enter this place now, I'm angry, I come, I look at this guy. I didn't say a word, but looking at this guy alone will make him, tomorrow he will pack and leave Abuja. You come here now, I will deal with you. You don't even know me, oh. You don't know me, oh. Me, Golibe, you're trying with me, ba? You just, if I whine for you, if I whine for you, you're finished. How I thought that one now? You can't change movement. Naturally, do we do it? What am I saying in essence? Before you work for any particular director, please do yourself the favor of going to watch other of his movies. If Iman Eyaba wants to do auditions, the first thing you will do is, let me go and see some of the films Iman Eyaba has done. What is his style of directing? Every director has his own style. When you understand his style of directing, it's easy for you to step into his shoes and get a role. When you want to do production management, as a production manager now, you are going to do your films. First of all, you ask yourself some basic things. Discuss with your director. How many scenes are we going to do today? And you do your breakdown according to what? Locations. In your movie now, you have hospital scene, you have farmland, you have office. You have like 5 scenes to shoot in the office, 5 other scenes to shoot in the farmland. You don't carry equipment, you go farmland, you shoot 1 scene. You pack up, carry equipment, you go office, you shoot 1 scene. You pack up again, carry equipment, you die. What you do is, if your camp, you're moving from here now, you have a scene to shoot downstairs. I don't know if you understand. You have a scene, you have 5 scenes to shoot in this room, for instance. You have 2 scenes to shoot in Golibe's room. You have 2 scenes to shoot in my office. The production manager will now say, okay, this, we are starting with classroom. Scene 1 in the script is classroom. Scene 4 is classroom. Okay, scene 1 is classroom. Scene 2 is Golibe's room. Scene 3 is director's office. Then scene 4 is classroom. Scene 7 is classroom. Scene 11 is director's office. Everything that you're going to do in the office, as now come set up here, you do what? You finish with it first. Even if scene 2, that they left, they changed cloth. Scene 4, they use the same cloth. you will, that same cloth that you used in, you shoot scene 1. Okay, scene 1 has finished. Scene 2, you need to change. You can't change. Finish it. Everything has to do with that place. Do you understand? When you finish from there, you now pack. Film is not edited serially. It's not shot serially, sorry. Shoot it in random. Then later you begin to arrange it. But be careful of continuity problem. Is that okay? That's why you need to have a continuity person. Do you people have continuity in your groups now? Who's your continuity? Beautiful. Most scriptwriters are continuity people. You did a very good job there. Madam, do you have a continuity now? Who is your continuity? Scriptwriter too. You got it right. Put your hands together for yourselves. People are beginning to learn. The scriptwriter is continuity because he needs to remember the scenes that have not been shot or what happened. Okay, when I left this room, from this location, I had this bottle, like this. And I left. Then the next location is supposed to be in my office. And when we finish shooting here, we shut down. We go house. We come the next day to continue. And I won't continue now. They listen on like this. So red again. Or the red loss. Now blue. Now the guy that just passed through this house immediately now blue rubber novel. That one is even difficult. See my babe now. She pack her hair like this. Even though you want to make this mistake. She pack her hair this way. Come on. She can't go house. The next day, one shoot down. The continuity person smoke igbo. So the guy don't scatter her hair, go house finish. You can't come. The next scene, the hair don't move. I don't know where hair begin waka. Hair don't waka from here to here. Can't even go up like this. There was not earring. Madam wear round earring for this room. With that same costume, she left this room. Before she entered my office, now small earring. She wear the same costume, the same scene as in second scene. Those are things you need to watch out for.
It's your unleash your creativity, the movement. Are you ready? Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We hit to these things like scorpions. We are the winners, we are the champions. Acting or dancing, directing us moving, we are the champions. We strong, we are creative, food and innovative. You got it, I got it, so bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best, bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your
It has been an amazing experience, very interesting one. I got to meet plenty creative people, people that had things to offer, that have things to offer. From the lectures and the shooting especially. You know, when we're in classes and they teach, you don't really get to know how it is till you go to the field and do field work. When we got to the field, we encountered plenty challenges, but by God's grace, we survived.
And what I really enjoyed, I enjoyed the experience of shooting a movie from the script level down to the editing, the finished product and everything. It was an awesome experience. Like, it's a great experience that you can't just get in a classroom. You just have to really go out there to the field and experience it. And I thank the organizers of UUC for creating this platform for we young filmmakers to experience this in life. I want to thank the organizers of this program, Director Emmanuel Enyaba. He has been really supportive. He has been really inspiring and helpful to each and every one of us here. And if I have the opportunity to come back next year, definitely I will come back, because I can't trade this experience for anything. It's just unique. It's one of a kind. And I just want to thank God that I was able to make it for this year's UUC.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot from different people. I met nice people. I met beautiful people. People that like putting heads together to work. People that are ready to learn. People that ask questions. People that are ready to move forward. I saw all of them here. I learned from them. I tapped from them. And I want to thank UUC for giving me this opportunity, not just for the acting or because they taught me how to do, but because they gave me the opportunity to meet different people. I'm the type that I don't travel. I know they travel. I know they come up for my house. I mean, I'd always stay. UUC can't give me opportunity. I come meet different character. The ballistic people like Golibia and their director, Prince Eric. I meet Olivia. When she was evicted, I cried a lot because she was the first person. She was the first person I met here. Like, she was my first friend. She added me in group chat, chatted. Like, we even knew each other before. I never ever see her for my life. But as I come Abuja, now her house I first go.
Seriously speaking, within these few days we've been on camp and we started shooting. It's not been easy at all. Seriously, it's not been easy. It's been thrilling, you know. It's been fun. At the same time, it's been stressful. I mean, I try to imagine if someone could have told me that you can achieve something as for movie production within a day. You shoot, you edit at the same time, and try to handle some other production stuff. I wouldn't think it's possible. In fact, I wouldn't give the person a listening ear. So to me, I just find it fascinating that we've been given this kind of ideology to work all these things within one day. Like, as we did previously, the production was pretty cool. You know, everybody was just in because you're under the pressure of trying to make it right. You don't know what this other set is doing. All you know is just what you are doing. You try to improve so as to beat them and hands down. So to me, we took it up, and that thing that is kind of difficult to achieve within a short period of time, we achieved in just one day. And I'm so proud of it. It's an experience I'm going to talk about for a very long period of time. It's something I will hold on to. It's something I will keep making reference to. Seriously speaking, it's not an easy thing at all. To me, it's been fun. It's been thrilling. It's been educating. Yeah, it's intellectually impacting. If we could do this here, how much more when we go out there, when you have the leverage of time? If you give out something good here, that means when you go out there, you're going to give in something that is more than best. Something what more than best. So that is just it for me. And I'm just happy about this great platform. I'm happy about this platform. I believe it's going to take us to a very higher note. So that is just like it. And seriously speaking, we remain positive. We're just keeping the passion there. We determine it, put in the hard work, and I believe success will always take us far. That's my key for me. Your boy, Prince Eric.
Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We eat with things like scorpions. We are the winners, we are the champions. Acting or dancing, directing or singing, we are the champions. We're strong, we are creative, we're good and innovative. You got it, I got it, so bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best. Bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best. Hello, Africa. It's your leisure creativity, the movement. Are you ready? Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We eat with things like scorpions. We are the winners, we are the champions. Acting or dancing, directing or singing, we are the champions. We're strong, we are creative, we're good and
Hello, a very big welcome to another exciting episode of Unleash Your Creativity Season 4. Unleash Your Creativity is a film capacity building project designed for the African youths. It's all about filmmaking. Alright, I'll be taking you to the aerobics segment where we'll be doing shaking of our body. As I say, health is well, and for you to be fit, so let's join the participants to do the morning exercise. After then, I'll be taking you to class with Barrister Obiajunwa Chibuzo, who will be teaching the fundamentals of filmmaking contracts. Are you hearing that? Alright, for you to be a complete filmmaker, you have to know what the law says about filmmaking and why you should sign a contract to keep you in business so that you don't come crying. That is what the participant will be learning. I'll be right back after that. Don't go nowhere. Don't touch the dial.
What are the fundamentals that make up a contract? One, everybody please take note of this, is offer. Somebody has to make an offer. Okay? You cannot enter a contract with somebody that did not make you an offer. Isn't that obvious? Yeah. You can't enter a contract with somebody that didn't make you an offer. Then, that offer has to be accepted by you. So it's called offer. In contract, it's called offer. Then the first element is an offer. The second element is acceptance. Now, if I tell you, if I entered, I want to use the simplest example I can find. I call a cab, and I tell the cab, Katampe, the cab says, okay. I said 4,000. I said 4,000. The cab says no, 5,000. Has the cab accepted my offer? No. What did the cab do? And it is called a counter offer. A counter offer. The cab has made a counter offer. He has not accepted my offer because if the cab, assuming the cab had said, okay, enter, what did the cab do? He accepted my offer. Now, but the cab does not say enter. The cab makes me a counter offer. Then if the cab says 5,000 and I'm like, okay, I enter. What just happened? I've accepted the cab's offer. So the first things that happen is that these are the first two elements of the contract. Now let's get something straight. Let's get something straight. You know, we said fundamentals of filmmaking contract, right? Let us understand this thing. A contract is a contract, whether inside the film industry or outside it. The same factors apply. The same things apply. It's the same thing. Now, okay. Now, offer and acceptance, then there's a third element called consideration. What is that element? The third element called consideration is this. Consideration is that thing that you bring to the table to enable you contract. Yes, consideration. When I say consideration, let me give an example. Then me and I tell the guy says Katampe. We eventually agree. The guy says, okay, 5,000. I enter the cab. Then we get to Katampe. The guy stops me. I come down. The guy does like this. I say. Then I now discover, maybe I search myself, I discover that I don't have any money. Maybe I forgot my wallet. What has just happened? The contract has been breached by me. Why? Because I have failed to offer consideration. The guy, the taxi cab, has given his own consideration. It's furnishing. He has furnished his own consideration to the contract, to make the contract work. He now brings me to where I'm supposed to furnish my own consideration, and I fail. Do people understand me? That is the third element. You must have something to bring to the table to be able to contract. That is the third element. Then fourth, because I'm trying to make this as simple as possible so I don't bamboozle, I don't confuse you people. Then fourth, there has to be an intention to enter contractual relations. It's called intention. Now, if, for instance, assuming that cab guy now takes me, that cab's guy, that's our cab example. I say 4,000, the cab guy says 5,000. And I fall into the cab. The cab carries me to Katampe. And we get there. The cab guy now turns and, okay, we don't reach. Now discovers I'm sleeping. The cab guy now, okay. I start vomiting inside the cab. You get. And then the cab guy discovers I'm drunk. Do I have intention to enter contractual relations with the cab guy? Have you thought about that? Does that show that do I have any intention of entering contractual relations with the cab guy? The cab guy was just discussing with alcohol. That is what is called in law. As in, when I'm under, I'll still go back to this example later on. I hope people remind me of this. Remind me, because there's another principle I'm going to discuss that is just this. Now, when I enter into when you enter into contractual relations or you deal with somebody, like for instance, you deal with somebody who is inebriated, who is drunk, is under an influence, under the influence of alcohol, or who is under the influence of hard drugs. The person does not have the intention to contract with you. You were discussing with alcohol or cocaine or heroin. So the person had to, for a contract to be valid, the person has to have, both parties, both me and you have to have an intention to enter into contractual relations. We both have to be we both have to make sense. I hope I'm understood. Yes. Now, there's a fourth element. Parties must have the capacity to contract. It still touches on this one. If I'm drunk, I don't have the capacity to contract. No be so. If have you thought about it? Do you know that if you enter a contract with somebody who is 15, that contract is not valid? People know. Do you know what is that person called? That person that is less than 18. The person is a minor. The person is a minor. If you enter a contract with a minor, you cannot enforce it in law. If, for instance, the minor breaches the contract, there's nothing you can do. Because the minor does not have the capacity to enter into contractual relations. So now let's relate it to film. So what happens in these situations where, have people watched Home Alone? Has anybody here not watched Home Alone? We're not Home Alone now. Everybody here has watched Home Alone now. In fact, they are even showing the part 2 in DSTV, which day was they showing that. Now, what happens, that boy that acted Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, at that time, what do people think happened with it? Did he not sign a contract with those people that acted Home Alone for? So how did they sign the contract? His parents or guardians. Okay, to contract on his behalf. Otherwise, that contract would be invalid. Okay, now, there's something called force majeure in contract. It's called force majeure. Force majeure is, let me get back to the airline that we talked about, where, for instance, parties enter contract. Like, let me use an example of the flight that I said, assuming I booked a flight, Arik. It's supposed to take me to Lagos. And then, that evening I show up to go to Lagos. Maybe I have a contract to sign in Lagos. I show up to go to Lagos. And then, I cannot travel because flights cannot fly. Why? Because of bad weather. Can I hold Arik responsible? Is it their fault? What that thing is called in law is force majeure. Is even in a lot of contracts you see it. FORCE space MAJEUR, force majeure. So you see it is like natural conditions that nobody can predict. Sometimes they frustrate contracts. There's nothing anybody can do about them. Those contracts are not enforceable. It's not their fault. They are ready to fly. They're ready to perform they are ready to they are ready to do what? What is it called? I thought it here now. They are ready to furnish consideration. All right? But force majeure did not let them do so. That is the next element. If you enter a contract under a misrepresentation, there are 3 types of misrepresentation. There's the innocent misrepresentation. Okay, let me just stick with 2. The third one will be very complicated for you guys. There's the 2 fundamental ones that everybody knows. Are you with there? Yes, sir. There's the innocent misrepresentation, and then there's the fraudulent misrepresentation. Which one is innocent misrepresentation? The first example I misrepresented, this example I just gave now. Now you take your hand, convince yourself. Say, it's also called mistake. Now, if I use my hand, I convince myself by myself that something, that a particular thing is a situation, that is innocent representation, or another species of innocent representation is where, for some reason, you ask me a question, but I didn't know why you were asking me. And then I tell you that this is the situation, that this phone is white. Maybe because I saw it in the dark, or I saw this part of it. Have people heard of the nine blind men of Hindustan that went to see elephant? First person, the first blind man touched his trunk, second blind man touched his horn, third blind man, and then they're asking each of them, describe the elephant. One says the elephant is very like a tree. The one said the elephant is very like a horn. The one said it's the part that they touched. Now, assuming I want to take contractual relation now, on the basis of how the elephant looks and the action of those blind men, how does this elephant look? And they tell me, it's very like a fan. And then on the basis of that description, I go and enter contract. What kind of representation is that from what I just explained? Is innocent. Now, assuming I discussed with Valeria here, before we enter the contract, I ask her, Valeria, how much be your money now? And she says, because she knows that I don't know that the bank don't reduce her money, the amount she takes. And she says it's 200,000, and I pay. What is that? It's fraudulent representation. She fraudulently represented herself as still a recipient of 200,000 in commissions. Everybody would do best. If you know you want to be in Nollywood and you want to be an active practitioner, without every year you'll be fighting people, make sure you know your onions when it comes to protecting yourself. That's part of what this thing we're doing here. Because part of a big reason why people make mistakes is because they don't know. I don't know if people understand me. And how do you know? By talking to people. Taking this kind of lectures, so you know.
Africa, it's your leisure creativity, the movement. Are you ready? Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions, we twist things like scorpions. We are the winners, we are the champions. Acting or dancing, directing us moving, we are the champions. We're strong, we are creative, bold and innovative. You got it, I got it, so bring on, bring on. Do your best and be your best, bring on, bring on. Do your best and be your best.
Help me! My waist. My waist. My waist.
Chai, I don't suffer. Hey, Ogene. I mean, this boy treat like this. Chai. As I don't classic like this, don't borrow Cynthia's shoe, come rock this guy finish. Hey! Now chicken change, he carry chook for my hand, they beg me for transport. Hey! Even the hair, baby, Urobo own, she no gree give me sef. I gats give her small money before she give me. Which one I want pay? Which one I want take use? Even the transport. I don't vex. I no do again. I swear, I no do it. See, my legs sef, I don't even fit come waka for where. I don't even fit come waka again. Walai, you cheat me no be small. You cheat me no be small. I no do again. You cheat me. Shedra go punish you. E no go better for you, me like this. E no go ever better for you. Okay, help me. This thing no good oh. This thing no good oh. Na him make the say more find better job. We no go hear word. We say na men who go follow. Na the repercussion be that. Me, I don't quit oh.
Oh, what kind of wicked witch stepmother is this? Eh? How can someone go to sleep 1 a.m. and she will wake him up 4 a.m.? What kind of wicked? I wish I could do something. My father would send her back to the village. Wicked witch grandmother. Now she woke me up this time. What will I do now? What will I do? Ha! Some people can be wicked. Oh. Some people can be wicked. Oh. Let me just go.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, I called you yesterday. You didn't pick. So what happened? You're sleeping. Nothing. No, I'm not. You get me wrong. What I'm trying to say is, calm down now. Let me explain. Just pay attention small. I'm not saying I also don't sleep off when you call. But the thing is, most of the times, I try as much as possible to, even if I'm very, very tired and sleepy, I pick your call. But each time it's your own turn, or when I tend to be free and I call you, you would not pick. You always want to pick when I don't know why it's like that. I thought it's supposed to be a 50-50 thing. I'm putting in my effort, you put on your effort as well. But then you're not. Sorry, I don't think I can really go on with this relationship again. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm acting like I just woke you up to end this, but then I need someone that would really understand me as well. Someone that would also try his or her best. I want someone that can try his best, yes.
Momye mbagaya ma ado yiye o nyinya ya kwave o ado yiye o nyinya ya kwa murake no kwa nye jumujuma no kwa nye jumujuma ha no kwa nye jumujuma kuru de kuru gadu wan bayo gbaba nve yo vi so yansha kuru de kuru gadu wan bayo gbaba nve yo vi so yansha ade kwa nguzer bien mi la kasiti nti oguma yemi kerave o ma fo we lati mi je ko o wo ma buda sa hana hi wan se tala o wo ma buda sa hana hi wan se tala bo teru na venguho
Diako itelu na venguhu uno kasi. Mjiro te ama oteba te. Awandu yoko. Awandu babijua.
Wow. I never knew this. It was really very educating for me. If it was also for you, were you taking notes? I was taking notes. My note is inside. All right, it was a wonderful class there with Barrister himself, a member of the Directors Guild of Nigeria, Barrister Obiajonwa Chibuzo. You saw the various acting skills exhibited by the participants who are eager to show their talents. I know directors out there are also seeing these young aspiring filmmakers showing what they got. Please, if you have a movie role for them, come and call me. I am the manager. And this is where I'll be closing the curtain for today. My name is Anu Gospel Fame. Peace out.
Unleash your creativity, the movement. Are you ready? Unleash your creativity, got the ability, come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability, come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability, come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability, come from the city. We come to the house of champions, we eat to this thing like scorpions. We are the champion. Acting or dancing, directing us moving. We are the champion. We're strong, we are creative, bold and innovative. You got it, I got it. So bring on, bring on. Do your best and be your best. Bring on, bring on. Do your best and be your best.
Hello, welcome to Unleash Your Creativity. Unleash Your Creativity is a film capacity building project designed for the African youth. It's all about the art and science of filmmaking. Hey, I am your host. My name is Anu Gospel Fame. I'll be taking you to the aerobics segment of the show. It's the dance aerobics. Are you ready to leg back and shake up your body? Immediately after then, I will be taking you to class to learn how to maintain a brand by Kelvin Fineface. As you know that these young filmmakers are the future celebrity. To be a celebrity is not as difficult as to maintain a brand, to keep yourself on the limelight, just like RMD. I'll be right back after that.
come for the area. So the man them go at you. All the boys
This acronym LEAD, L-E-A-D, stands for L is for leadership skills. E is for empathy. A is for action. D is for delegation. So as leaders of the now, not for tomorrow, you know, there are dozens of skills you need to have. If you go by the acronym LEAD, what is L for? What is E for? Empathy. What is A for? What is D for? So let's now go down. Let's look at it. Leadership, empathy, action, delegation. If I talk about empathy, what do you understand with the word empathy? No, empathy. No, pity. To show concern, to be in some other person's shoes, to feel what other person will feel, and relate with that person as you would have loved for you to be related to. To give your shoulders, to not just say, is it a small thing that, is it because of this small thing? It's to not just say, you need to go and stand in the sun and shoot, but to first empathize to be sure if you can stand in that sun and do the shooting yourself as you want that person to do. So it's to take other person's place. Action. It's not just to talk about a thing or an idea. Do you have practical steps with you to achieving that? Action. It's not just to delegate responsibility. Because sometimes people delegate responsibility not because they truly want to delegate responsibility, but because they are avoiding responsibility. They want to avoid. So some of you now want to be close to your director. Not because you really want to learn the job, but because you want to avoid jobs, responsibility. You want to avoid certain responsibility. So you'll be carrying bag that you're not supposed to be carrying, so that you will not say, Oga said you should do this, Oga must say, director said you should. You are not the one being the spokesperson for the director, not because you are sent, but because you are avoiding responsibility. So it will not look like it's delegated responsibility to you. It's not so. So as a leader, you know that you need skills, a ton of skills. You need speaking skills. You need the empathy skill. You need to be able to be resourceful. You need to stand out. You need to relate in a manner that can show that, yes, you're a good leader. There are no bad leaders. There are no leaders. Because once you call yourself a leader, you must possess those skills. So I want to proceed quickly to a few points I want you to take note. As a leader, you must command attention and let people know what needs to be done. Assertiveness is not the same as aggressiveness. The act of being assertive requires presenting activities as win-win situations. Aggressiveness is being demanding and rude. Assertiveness, on the other hand, provides clear criteria for the goals to be accomplished and utilizes rewards to give people incentives. One of the other key leadership skills is motivation. So motivation, provide praise and rewards. If a relationship already exists, a reward may be as simple as a positive feeling they get from helping you out. You could say, it will really help me out if you want someone to do something for you. The common thing to do is to be manipulative. You want help from this very beautiful Oyibo. Instead of you to say, please, can I get or help me do this? You will now use words like, what if you put your thing this way, that way? You're being manipulative rather than, being apologetic or being demanding of what you really need. So a leader does not manipulate. A leader, motivates. So I'll go on empathy. Empathy is a very important communication skill. People will respect you if they feel that you listen to and respect them. This means more than asking someone, how are you doing? It means really listening to their response and providing an additional comment. As an actor, as an actress that is going to be a leader on your own, it's important you relate from the position of empathy. See, because in acting, you get to meet different people, right? Some of them with different backgrounds, isn't it? Imagine now that you're going to act with someone and the scene requires for both of you to be together on the same bed. And this person probably have very bad odor, body odor. And the mouth, maybe they has tooth problem, and so the mouth, once he speaks or she speaks, it oozes out. Then as you're being choked with this perfume that you don't want to use. What do you do? Exposing this person in public is off it. That's what I want you to take. Imagine I need to tell you now, look at what I'm going to do. If I notice that you have mouth odor and body odor at the same time, and we're about to shoot, it's simple. Okay? You won't believe it. Do you know that from time to time I used to have this mouth thing because of meat that I took that got stuck in my mouth and it smells in there. And it's like I'm noticing the same. It's like you ate meat last night. Did you eat meat? He said, yes, I think you need to go and take care of it. Right? Do you think we're going to fight? First of all, I've taken, the same blame on myself. I put myself as one of the person, okay, I can also be the same thing. I can also smell. Understand and share the feelings of another person. Empathy. The ability to understand and share the feelings of who? Of who? Of another person. So when you say you have empathy, you as a leader, you meaning that you want to be able to express such in a manner that the person will be happy, that you share from his or her problem, and not like you're trying to laugh at the person. Because some of us, we want to find out about some other person's shortcoming, not because you really want to help, but because you want to laugh at them. Guess what? After you have spoken to this person, the person appreciated you, then you now go back and say, you're talking, you say, if you see us in came out, they smell like, God forbid. Look like gutter. Say the body, The person hears it, what happens? Let's talk now. I said it's going to be interactive now. Or should I? You need to sit up properly. Okay? So you want to avoid that. Take your time to hear what your colleague or supervisor will say, and then either reflect it back to them. So what are you saying? Sometimes when you really want to show empathy, you want to try as much as possible to ensure you get the right feedback. When you say something to somebody from a position of empathy, don't just walk away to think that the person has heard you. Because it might be that what you are saying was that, says your mouth, the smell, and you get this kind of body odor. That's what the person is hearing. Based on that person's bias, at that particular time you talk to the person, maybe he's going through something, or maybe somebody said that thing to him not too long ago, a few minutes before you came, and the person was rude. Then you are not coming to say the same thing again. What is it will happen? The person will what?
Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We eat with things like scorpions. We are the winners, we are the champions. Acting or dancing, directing us moving. We are the champions. We're strong, we are creative, the food and innovative. You got it, I got it, so bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best, bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best.
That was an exciting class there with Kelvin Fineface on how to maintain a brand. Up next is the disappointment of the participants. Yes, disappointment. I'll be right back.
Guy. Actually, I no go call name sha, but I been dey crush on some kind faces sha. As I been dey see am for social media, I dey expect to come see them figure 8 kind girls like that, man. But at the end of the day, it shocked me. You know they say the street is electrified. Anybody can shock you. You know as it be now. And a Photoshop, I mean a photo. This one a Photoshop right itself because the packaging I see really different. But at the end of the day, we thank God say no be by that one because all of them still get that creativity inside them. You know as they be now.
Very, very honest. When I was coming into the camp, I saw the picture combination of all the participants, and I looked at all the girls, and I was like, seriously? Like, I didn't expect to see. Let me just reserve my comment at this point because, geez. Okay, I was disappointed. Like, I was disappointed. I hope they don't get to hear this. Maybe after the camp they can. But I was really disappointed. I was like, ah. Okay, and then yesterday we were talking about peace. Peace is very photogenic. We saw her picture. And one of the organizers was like, he was really having a thing for peace there. Like, he really wanted to meet her. And then when he got to see her in person, she's pretty, but she's really lanky. And, I was actually avoiding her at first because I felt she would collapse while talking to me. I didn't want to be the one to make anybody's child to collapse, you understand? But every other girl is beautiful in her own way. Some have the shape, some have the curve, some have the charisma, some have the exuberance, but I'm not really crushing anyone. I have a girlfriend, so she might be watching this right now and before I blow my cover.
I'm really enjoying my stay here, most especially my group B. Group B is really, really wonderful. Like, I get to see my director, the scriptwriter, and they were so confusing. Well, it's so funny how everything, but really, it's a good experience here in UUC campus. I'm suspecting myself.
Crush? If I've crushed or if I'm crushing on anybody, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. UUC treats me bad for that side. Hey, Jesus. UUC do me bad. The action, I feel it. and they boil inside. Of every single person after the selection that I saw one particular girl. I was using this girl to have hope. In fact, before we even came, I don't build my strategies. They establish one of two things. But funny enough, the day we had to arrive, she didn't make it. Probably because she was sick or one or two other things. Sure, Nasiam. No be nature cheat me so. Now, every single thing I had in mind clashed as of that particular side. No more crush. Even the physique I was seeing is not something that intrigues me. But there's one thing I like about that particular aspect. UUC made absolute the selections they made for this particular season. It was awesome. They took their time to screen. Now, I believe it worked in my favor because I'm not perceiving it this way. From what I'm experiencing now, the pressures and the kind of attention I need to give to my work and project to come to life. If I had this kind of fun I wanted to have if I come, to accomplish this thing, you go hard. But I just tell myself the truth. To accomplish them, you go hard.
For this place, I've been getting some crush, but make I tell you now the truth. Person fit slap me through this camera, or person who be really want to see like die. Now my director, Emmanuel Ayaba, now he just bust my brain. Like ever since I did house, I know they allow people they rest. You know this guy. Now I want to see. And finally, I came. I saw the face, and it was not less of an expectation. It was more of it. And maybe for the guys, their faces change, like Ed, like that, in face change. Tony, I never feel recognize them for real life. But person when face day for pictures, it day for us, and I came now, the Lionel. So his own was quite. Immediately I saw him when he was coming out of the car. I was like, yeah, that is the beard gang. So all the guys are awesome, all the guys are nice. I love all of them, not specifically. And even the ladies, we have Lady P, Lady P is the Gaga girl. You go see her slim, they waka, but her swag choke ground like never before.
I wouldn't say I've not been enjoying myself. I have been enjoying myself. I've met so many persons, so many girls, so many guys. Although my expectations from the guys, I say for this kind of camp now, we got to see tall guys, 6 packs and all those packaging. We come here, can't see short. No, what's in the happen now? Can't see short guys every now and then. You wake up for morning and short guys. Which kind? Maybe director, if they watch this thing, if you still consider next year when they got to screen them based on their height and so at least when they come, as they interact with them, you never can tell who you will meet now, that kind of thing. We were divided into 2 different groups. Group B. And the director in that group is Ike now. I don't know what that guy been the think when he carried that long bed come this camp. I don't know him plan. And I not just understand the guy, but whatever be the case, I just advise her maybe this S-Mass, if he can go back, when just reduce them, get some packaging now as per director where him be. Anyway, I don't blame her. Some girls actually like the bedded guys.
And then, man, no easy, Sha, because for you to leave your house, come another place, you get what I want to bet. Maybe my guy no come here anymore. Seriously, get one of the guys say seriously they crush. Let me only one or 2, Sha. Now two guys. I dey crush on them, especially if I dey room where I no see them. Now so I go just come downstairs at least just to peep and see. If I just can't see them like this, my mind will come calm down, can't go upstairs again. Yeah, the guy is black, very cute, sexy. Make I no call name before my guy go the trust am. I know they inside. Well, I love Ansha. He's very friendly and loving.
Come to the house of champions. We need to these things like scorpions. We on a winners, we on a champion. Acting or dancing, directing us moving. We on a champion. We're strong, we are creative. The food and innovative. You got it, I got it. So bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best. Bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best.
Wow, that was very funny. So many persons were disappointed about so many things, about the girls, their girlfriend that they couldn't see in camp. Wow, it was a sad one for them. But let them take it easy. That is why it's a game. And this is how far we can go on today's episode. Remember to join us on another wonderful and exciting episode next time on this same station. My name is Anu Gospel. Remember to follow us on our social media platform at UUC Nigeria. Until I come your way again, please be a good Nigerian, just like me.
Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. Unleash your creativity, got the ability to come from the city. We come to the house of champions. We hit with things like scorpions. We are the winners, we are the champions. Acting or dancing, directing or singing, we are the champions. We strong, we are creative, food and innovative. You got it, I got it, so bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best. Bring it on, bring it on. Do your best and be your best.
Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy, the Serex, aka Mr. Calm. I got good information for my people.